We have a classic line, then we have a C line. From 1997 to 2004, we have a CPC, Climber plus Combi line. And then from 2004, we have SEC, right? This was self-cooking center line. You see the 4 line, and then we have Combi Master CM unit. Then we have self-cooking center, white efficiency, right? And then here we have a CMP, Combi Master Plus. And again we have a 5 senses, right? So here we are introduced the 5 senses, self-cooking sector, SSC and CMP, right? So as you can see, we have changed some features, correct, as well. If we have any changes, the unit index is changed. Now we have a ICOMB line. And these are the sizes we have right now. So we have access, we have a 61, 6 straight single size, we have 62, 6 straight double size, we have a 101 10 tray single size, we have a 102 10 tray double size, we have a 20 tray single size, and we have a 22 20 tray double size. Right? So these are the unit we have right now. Which unit is available in the gas or electric? Only this unit is available in electric. It's not available in gas. Access unit. And the rest, all the units is available in gas and electric as well. Right? So you can see here 61, 62, 101, 103, 201, 202. And then 62 by 3, this is our access unit. Then here we have ICOMB Classic, correct? So all ICOMB Classic is not available in access unit, right? So we have only 61, 62, 101, 102, 201, 202. And all these units is available in gas and electric. Only the manual one, the CMP, Combi Master Plus Access is available. So what is the meaning of ICOMB Classic? So ICOMB Classic is the conversion of the Combi Master Plus. Here we have a door hinges. So generally the standard one door hinges is the right side, and if you want a left side hinges, so you need to make a separate order. Here we have a serial number. For the serial number, you can identify all the units. So as you can see here, we have a model number, right? So how you can read this model number? You can see LM100BE, right? So what is the meaning? You cannot understand, right? So LM100 up to here, LM100 means ICOMB Pro. If we have a LM200, it means ICOMB Classic. Okay, ICOMB Classic is the replacement of CMP. Then again we have B and we have E, right? What is the meaning of this? So all the models we distribute like 6 access unit, which says A, 61B, 62C, 101B, 102E, 201F, 202G. Right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? So these are the model number. We are certificate with the ABCD, via the ABCD, right? So here you can see in the model number, then we have a E, right? E means electric. If we have a G, G means gas. So now tell me what is the size of this unit? LM100BE.
61, 6 trays.
Correct. Electric. 6 tray electric. ICOMB Pro. Instead of this, if we have LM200 CE.
C means gas.
CG, sorry.
CG gas.
So if we have a LM200 CG,
Classic gas.
Correct? No, gas. G. Okay. And then what is the size? I'm saying LM 200 CG.
LM200.
Yeah, LM 200 CG.
iCombi Pro gas.
No, iCombi Classic.
iCombi Classic.
CG. Where is the C? 62. Correct? So you can see, I say, A,
Okay, sir.
access A, 61B, 62C, 101D, 102E, 201F, 202G. Right? So now you can identify the unit size via the model number as well. It's easy for you now.
Yes, sir.
Next, these are the normal thing, like the power supply. Which power supply do we have, right? And okay, how much tolerance? For example, you are going to install the machine and you want to know the tolerance in the voltage. Somewhere you get that 410, 415, 420. But here, as you can see, this is 3 neutral AC 400 volt. Right? So how much tolerance the unit can bear? 20%. Yeah, you are nearby. So minus 50 plus 10. These are the tolerance. And this is information is available on the installation. Minus 50. Right? So for example, now here we have a 400 volt, right? Up to how many voltage you can run? The minimum voltage on the 400. Okay? So 400 into 15%. So 60, right? So 400 minus 60 is going to 340. Up to 340 volt you can operate the unit, right? Or plus 10%. So 400 into 10%, we have a 40. So 400
240.
plus 40. So 440. Right? So these are the safe criteria to operate the unit. Minus 15 plus 10%. So these are the tolerance you can use during the installation. Is okay? Because generally I always getting the call from your side how much voltage we can use in the unit. So always check first the original voltage the unit is built for, right? And then you can choose 15% minus and 10% plus voltage. So if you find around under this criteria, so it means the unit is used for the safe. So if we have a heads 50 or 60 heads, is okay. Even we get the 50 hertz is okay. You get the 60 hertz is okay.
If you get that less percentage of voltage, still same power it will give.
Power will be give, yes, there will be no
Still the
change.
same.
But as you know, the law of if we have a lower voltage, higher ampere, right?
Yeah.
Or higher voltage, lower ampere.
Now what I mean is the performance of that it will not change.
No.
Same.
This is the tolerance, right? This is the tolerance. Like sometimes you see in the steering, right? In the steering there is a plate. So what's called this? Plate is called tolerance, right? So same.
So this is the what we call accepted voltage we have.
Correct.
Yeah.
So these are the safe circle for the unit.
Sir, I have a doubt. If we have 445,
No, we told you
Plus 10%.
plus 10%. That's it.
More than that.
There is no any other argument. Clearly say to end customer, no, we cannot connect the unit because this is about the manufacturer. You need to be ordered separately, special unit for this low voltage.
So what we can hear quite usually the voltage sometimes go higher than 440.
447, 449.
I told you.
So what will happen is the transformer is the
No, there is no
combination.
transformer. In the unit there is no transformer in high combustion.
Hmm.
Yes, but it affect the PCB board.
So there is a risk of damaging the PCB board.
That time is nothing happened, but later time it start making an issue for me.
Hmm.
Plus 2%.
Hmm.
So it's still, 450 is still in the range. 450 is still in the range.
10%.
Because plus, yeah, 450. Because as you said, plus 10%.
15%.
Plus 10%
Yeah.
minus 15%. This
So-
is the tolerance.
Meaning still
So
in
I'm giving you example for this unit. This
Yeah.
unit is 3 neutral AC 400. For example, you receive a unit
400,
420 volt.
it depends on the data plate of the
Right.
yeah.
So if you receive
So-
420 volt, right, or 440 volt is written on the plate, so you can calculate.
So 440 is still in the range.
How about if one line 390?
I told you.
No,
minus
pasok pa rin.
15%.
Same.
Below 15%.
340 is the minimum.
Yeah.
Right? So do the calculation. What is the voltage on the data plate? Do the calculation. Minus 15 plus 10.
Yeah.
That's it. And
Minimum
if you find less than this,
15%
clearly say
minus
no to end
maximum
non connect.
plus
If you're
10.
getting the more than this, clearly say no to customer, order the special unit for that, the special voltage.
Automatic out of the range, so no need to connect the power supply.
No need to connect.
They have to rectify first their
Or
supply.
simply send us the information. That's it.
Yun ang gagawin niya.
So the power of your pen is in your hand.
Inform customer.
Tell them this is not recommended by the manufacturer, but if you insist us to connect the unit, definitely.
Automatic.
Warranty will be void.
Okay.
And the Rational is giving 2 years manufacturing warranty.
Hmm.
Okay.
But in Mabrok 1 year.
Okay? So the model number is clear for everyone?
Ah.
Any question related to the model?
Yeah.
I think we understand already this one. We understand already.
Now in future if you find, you can identify the unit, right? Okay. Let's move to the serial number. Okay, what is the gas water pressure we needed?
Gas pressure,
No, water pressure.
water pressure.
Minimum 1.5 bar, maximum 6 bar.
6 bar. Ah.
Okay, so we need a minimum 1.5 bar to make a correct operation of solenoid. Yes.
bar.
1.5 up to 6 bar.
Bar, bar. Sulit ini bar.
Okay, let's come to the interesting part, which is called serial number,
Serial number.
which we always ask you, right? So how we can read the serial number? So first letter of the serial number is talking about the unit energy source. E means and G means,
Yes.
and what is the meaning of energy source? Which energy we are using to heat up the unit is called energy source, right? So if we are using electricity to heat up the cabinet, so it's electric. If we have a gas, so that is called gas. So but with thinking we have a gas and electricity as well, right? So what is the purpose? So that power we are using only to operate the component, like the PCB board, the solenoid wall, the motors, right? We need this component electricity. So that's the reason why we have a single phase supply in the electrical unit. Sorry, the gas machine. Then we have 61. So what is the meaning of this? 61 means 6 stage single size. So okay. So next two letters is talking about the unit size. Next we have S. S means self-cooking center. S means iCombi Pro. Instead of S, if we have a M, it means Combi Master Plus or iCombi Classic. Next we have a J. So this J it means is index. So whenever we have a change in the unit, the index will change. As I show you in the front, first, right, we have a CPC, we have a SCC line, we have a self-cooking center, we have a self-cooking center 5 sensors, then we have a iCombi Pro. So whenever we have any change in the unit, the index will change. So in iCombi Pro we have an index J, right? And before the J we have an index I, then we have an index H, and before we have an index G, then before we have an index E. Alright? Next two letter is talking about manufacturing year. So 19 means 2019. Then we have a two number, next two letter is talking about unit manufacturing month. Which month we
August.
produce. And the last 7 digit is the unit factory production number. Alright? So just to let you know about this serial number. So which size of this unit, what is this unit, and which when it is manufactured. Okay? Tell me about the serial number. Okay.
Electric 6 tray.
No. SJ. SJ means J index is for iCombi, and S means self-cooking center or iCombi Pro.
2019 August.
And when is manufacturer?
2019.
2019 August.
August 8.
And the last 7 digit is the factory production number. Is clear? The serial number now? So let's come to the installation. What are the things we needed to do the installation? Tell me.
Oh, installation team.
Power supply, water supply, drain kit, and fume test gas.
Yes. One is missing. I'm talking about the needed things to do the installation. It's done already. Hmm? Exhaust is like a part of the kitchen. Hmm? No.
It already like water, electricity,
Water, electricity,
gas.
if it is a gas, the
Drain.
gas and the drain line, and
Fume test. Fume test.
fume test.
gas fume test.
No.
Wait.
This is related to internet.
Internet.
Now you need internet. as
Yeah, for the connected cooking.
Okay?
Yeah.
So these are the 5 points we need to do the installation, right? We need electrical connection. If the unit is gas, then we need a gas connection. Then we need a drain connection, right? Then we need a water connection, and we need a
Internet.
internet. Generally, what happened in the kitchen? As you can see, we have a many stainless steel component in the kitchen, right? We have a tray, we have a cabinet, even the unit is installation stainless steel. So sometimes the Wi-Fi connection is going to be very weak for the unit because of the reflection in the stainless steel. Due to this, the wave is going to be everywhere like this, and then you are not getting the stable connection. So we need a LAN connection. If they are sure they are giving a strong Wi-Fi connection, then no need LAN connection. But initial time, if you request them, we need an internet connection, internet port as well for the unit, then will be good. As you can see, that compared to the Wi-Fi, the LAN cable is very fast, right? So the LAN cable very fastly transfer the data. So better to ask the LAN cable behind the unit. All right? So this is our 20 tray unit.
Not that one.
So the 20 tray unit is comes with the pallet, and the pallet is palatable. Like you can split the pallet, right? How you can split? Here we have a screw.
Yeah.
This is the screw, right? You
Yeah.
can open it, and then one time you can just remove this one as well. I will show you the full video, right? You can remove this one, and you can split the pallet. One side you can tilt, right? Remove the half part of the pallet and land it the unit safely to the floor. Again, then tilt from other side, take another one and land the unit to the floor easily.
Yeah, but
This is for 20 tray.
yeah, delivery know that one.
Hmm?
Delivery guy know that one.
Yeah, and here we have a size of the type of the stand for the tabletop unit, right? So we have an open one, we have a shelf one, we have a closed from the back side, we have closed from the front side.
Cabinet.
How you can adjust the side? You can adjust. Always make sure the unit should be labeled when you are going to install the unit. We have a castle wheel as well. So the castle wheel here we have the one small Allen key. Just remove the Allen key, untie the Allen key, and then resize the balance the unit, and then put again tight the Allen key. And here we have a stainless steel line as well. So this is the same. You can do. Here we have Allen key. You can open it. You can make the label unit and then tight again.
Stocking
And
kit.
for example, if you want to install the unit on the table, here we have a labeling kit as well. And this you can see always is coming with the unit, right, in the installation box. So you can use this one as well. And sometimes on the floor unit, make sure the unit you need to be labeled, and as well as make sure the trolley should be labeled as well. If you can see the floor where we have a trolley ledge is not labeled, then here is a new kit. You can order this kit separately, and you can make the trolley label as well. Here we have a unit with the castle, the big 20 tray. The access unit you can mount on the wall as well, and these are the bracket. Connection, make sure always you do in a proper way, not in this way, right?
Carrot.
Don't connect cheese and carrot,
Carrot.
right?
Cheese.
Electricity, each and every country has its own laws, right? So always follow the guidelines. Water connection. So water conductivity, make sure should be 50 microsiemens minimum, right? 32 ppm TDS, or and the water pressure is 1.26, 1.5 to 6 bar. What happens if the water conductivity is less than 50 microsiemens? So the unit water level sensor cannot detect the water, and then always the water is draining out from the overflow. And I will show you on the unit from where it is going to be overflow. Just if I forget, remind me. drain connection. Don't make don't use the wrong pipe. Always use the proper drain kit which is coming along with it. iComi Pro, we don't need a P trap.
No need.
No need a P trap
Only air vent.
or GL.
Yeah.
And here we have venting system. Here we have a hood. We have three type of hood. We have ultravent plus. We have a ultravent and we have a vent.
And
What
you
is the
have,
difference? Here we have a special filter, extra filter, and the motor. And here we have a simple filter and single motor. And here is no motor, no filter, only stainless steel filter. Then you can connect from the outside connection.
also you have a diagram for the connection of the hood to the machine.
I will show you the image. Please note down all these questions,
Yeah.
whatever you have, because we don't have this here. So note it with you. If I forget or if I not mention, then I will explain it. Or if it is covered during the training, then you can leave. Okay, how to do the installation of the tabletop unit. Always check before once you receive the unit. Always check the packaging. Make sure there is no damage. If there is a damage, so before opening the unit, take the photos. Okay? So generally, when the unit they receive from the factory, when they receive the unit from factory, right? So they receive a goods as without damage, right? So if you found any damage or something, it means this has happened during the transportation, and they are the liable to pay for this. All right? This is the normal thing. You always need to be check the size, right? Cut the packet. Now remove all the cutting box.
Wala ko na. Bili ako sa harap.
And check the unit as well. Once you open the unit, check from everywhere as well. Make sure there is no damage.
Label.
Always label first the table.
Level. Level the table.
You have a label. You have in your car. I need also that.
This is the pin, right? When you put the unit, you will click tick, click noise. Installation is the most important part in a body. If you do the installation correct way, you never will face any issue. Yeah, electronic components we cannot say anything, right? But at least you are not getting the issue related to the installation. Can I have a water, please?
water.
right? They have a table or counter in the kitchen. Please don't try to use such type of thing to make the label. Use a labeler. Use this labeling kit on the table so you can easily label. Why this is important to do the label of the unit? Because of the most of the time, for example, this is my tray, and if my unit is not labeled, I'm going to cook the rice, right? And I fill the water when if my unit is not labeled, that is going to be like this. So all the water will be here, this place, and we don't have water here. The way we don't have water, the rice will not be cooked, right? So make sure the unit should be labeled. That's the main reason it should be at the label.
Sir, excuse me, this is your water.
Thank
And
you.
we're gonna get now for everybody. How's it going?
Good.
Going good? Ask all the questions, huh? Yeah, ask all the questions. What is Angelo?
Here.
Huh?
Only
Oh,
now
yeah.
Now arrive.
Okay. Please, carry on.
Don't push the unit from the pallet. Okay? Because we have a small pin on the top. And here on the downside we have two screws. You can use the screws to tighten the unit.
$50, 2 inches. 2 inches enough.
How much gap we needed? Minimum
2 inches.
50 mm. Right? 50 mm gap we needed minimum.
Also backside.
Backside even if 0 is okay. Or if maximum we need
Okay.
500 mm.
Yeah, for the service.
For the service.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have any issue in the unit in the future,
Yeah.
so you can easily access to the component.
But sometimes other store don't have access.
Yeah, so what we can do,
Yeah.
cannot do anything.
Pull out.
Yes. But you know the pull out is consume a lot of time.
Yeah.
The job
Take
should-
the
job should-
electrical drainage.
Right. So job should take only 10 minutes. Now if there is no space, your job will take 1 hour or
2
2
days.
hours. Time 2 days.
Yeah, because need permit if mall.
Right.
Yeah, like that.
How much gap we needed from the left side of the unit? If we have any grill, deep fat fryer or cooking range, right? So minimum we need a 500 gap, 500 mm gap. If we don't have a sufficient gap, what can you do? Just try to make a partition, stainless steel partition between these two,
Yeah.
right? So the heat from this equipment is not travel to the electrical compartment of the unit.
I also recommend that one partition.
Right. All the connections we have on the like electrical connection, gas connection, water connection, internet connection, we have a back side left, right? In ICOM unit. With no more, there is no connection on the downside. All the connection we have a back side. And please always use a rational grain. Never ever use the pipe from the local market. Huh? Don't use a flexible pipe from the local market.
Yeah. Still damage. Thank you, Bibin. See you.
Then here we have a drain connection. No need a feedback. How you can make the connection? We need always a vent pipe.
Vent pipe.
So if you put the drain pipe like that, the space is enough, diba? The space that you have, the requirement of diba, when you install the drain on that way, so you have space enough.
But usually nobody puts that. Airline.
Yeah, no, there is.
Only pipe, only drain pipe.
As you can see here, if you don't have a space on the back side, right? Let me show you. I can show you from the So as you can see, here we have a gap, right?
Yeah.
Here and then it's going to be like this and this, right? So take the drain connection from here and take the vent pipe from here. If you don't have a space on the back.
Yeah, we already used that
Okay.
one.
So don't bring to be drain here and then vent pipe. Simple, make elbow, bring here, make a vent pipe here. So now you can stick the unit to the.
If when you vent pipe, any need maximum height or anything like that, or put one small pipe.
Better to be make sure the drain height should be next to the unit. Will be good. How you can access to the component? We have a 2 screw on the back side. Use a 8 mm spanner, and then we have a front side. We have a small plastic screw to access this one. Just remove the grill. Use always local rules, regulation guideline. All right.
I have one question. This customer Rondo and this Raj cooking, they are made in the match.
Better to suggest that. You need to explain them the benefit of the connected cooking. If they are aware about this, the benefit definitely they go with this. So the customer not asking for the internet, but during the installation time, you can ask them, you can mention them, we need an internet. And the later is up to the end customer, they want to connect or not. But try to be force them to connect even to the connect. And this service is free service. They are not going to pay anything. For example, if you need any support from my side, so I can get the access from them and then I can check from Dubai what should they have, right? So we can check the unit as well. How to install a 20 unit? Always check first the corner. Make sure there is no damage.
Kailangan sipatin mo sa microphone.
Okay, remove this wooden bar first from the front and take the wooden bar from the back side as well.
This not too much difficult to remove side one. Also screw don't get. This one too much difficult to remove side one.
Why?
This 8 number screw just put corner. Don't go inside this one box.
I'm not understanding where you want to use.
This screw downside shoe screw.
That one I will. I'm thinking about you talking about this wooden bar.
No.
For the panel, even.
Yes, I
This
do.
one.
Where you
Yeah.
talk about-
The long screw.
Yellow one. Maybe a box. or
Okay, remove the trolley. Then here we have a
Two separate.
okay. Remove this one from the front and one we have on the back side. Lift the unit one side and remove the pallet. Now lift little bit, remove the pallet and then it safely. Don't use directly the forklift or hydraulic trolley. You see we remove 2 wooden bar, use this 2 wooden bar. Where do you need to be keep? One keep to here, the next to this one, trolley area, right? And the second one, make sure there is a gap, 100 mm gap from you can measure and put this wooden bar. Right? And then lift and you can take the unit wherever you want. So now you don't need to be find the wooden bar from the construction site. It's coming with the back. If we have a backside 0, 0, it's okay.
Is that 0, 0 okay?
Right now, lal.
Here we have a drain connection.
Repeat that.
The water connection, backside left. The tabletop unit, electrical connection, we have a downside left in 23. You are talking about these 2 screws, right? So no need to remove the full. You just need to lose it, right? How is fixed? This is the right. This is the one. So it's going to be like this, right? And then when you lose it, so lose it up to here and then easily come out. No need to be removed. So you need to use the box spine.
Yeah, box spanner okay, but we screw pick this corner left, this left corner. This spanner put straight, don't get.
That's right. Full. So make sure you are not going to remove the full. You just need to lose it, and when you see it's going to be out, and simple you can take out the fact.
Yeah, because the screw is long.
Yeah. See, so loose up to here. So how you can identify up to where you need to be loose? So when you see it's coming up to here, right? So leave it. It means there is no connection with the panel now. The side panel. And always check the connection. Always tight the connection whenever you install the machine. Always tight the connection. Before you start, you need to tight all the connection to make sure there is no loose connection.
I told you.
You want coffee?
What? You want ananas?
You want coffee or pillow?
How to make a Z connection? What will happen if you don't make a P-trap? So if we have an open drain, this is okay. If you make a P-trap, right, what will happen? So the water start coming out from the overflow. So no need a P-trap.
But sometimes in front of the machine, leaking.
That is why, because of maybe the pipe is blocked.
Block.
If you want to make a P-trap, so first you need to make a wet pipe,
Yeah, but
then make a P-trap. And what will happen if you don't make a P-trap? So water start draining out from the vent pipe. Okay? Let's do a 10 minutes break, then we will start again.